Arizona State this weekend?
They got a good team. I mean, they got a very veteran presence offensively. A lot of good, young, talented arms that have pitched really well so far, and along with the veteran talent on offense. I mean, they do a good job on defense too. So they're going to have a really good team.
What's kind of been your message to the guys after the first 2 weekends when you guys have been leading in 5-6 or all of them? I mean,
Right.
And hasn't happened for you. What have you kind of been telling them this week?
Reminding them of that too. That we've have led in all 6 games, and we've actually scored first in all 6 games. So I've been pleased with being ready to play. Now it's just a matter of finishing the games off, and part of that comes from pushing the right buttons with the bullpen and the guys that come out of the bullpen getting stops for us and kind of helping create the momentum late in innings. That's kind of where we've struggled, is just we're left on the field for a while in some of these games, and we're not getting the momentum back in the dugout. So I've told these guys since the get-go, it's such a fine line, but the odds are in our favor. I mean, if we continue to get ahead early, statistics say you're going to win 75% of the time when you score first. So continue to do that. Continue to play full 9 innings.
With the bullpen specifically, I mean, you guys have another weekend series, and then you kind of start the midweek stuff
right
later in March. I mean, do you feel like you're closer to having roles and things like that figured out and guys you can trust, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some guys have a couple of outings now, even one just with Tillotson. He's coming back from an injury too, and I thought he looked really sharp in his 1 inning in a leverage situation. I mean, it was a 4-2 ball game when he came in, and thought he looked good. Perry's been really good both times out. Schreiber did a nice job bouncing back on Sunday. So really, strikes is a big deal. You don't want to create a lot of stuff, and we've not necessarily walked a lot of guys, but it's hurt us in wrong situations where it's a leadoff hitter on, and that's kind of created some things.
Is there one thing that's been a consistent theme in terms of why those leads have kind of been short-lived in some cases?
Yeah, it's that. It's really that. It's kind of creating some things from the pitching side of it, where we're the leadoff hitters getting on late, whether it be a walk, not playing good defense, especially that Friday game against San Diego. I mean, that just kind of snowballed pretty quickly with a couple of defensive mistakes, and so really, it just having that confidence when you come late in the game that you've got some guys that are going to come throw strikes, going to pound the zone. Schreiber had a 10-pitch inning in the 6th, and then the 7th inning came, and a lot of it was not his own doing, but it's things that we need to clean up.
Concerned about the strikeouts?
Offensively?
Yeah.
The last 2 games, yeah. I'd say before that, they're going to happen, I think, but I thought we were pretty passive at the plate, the last 2 games, really, after having such a good outing on Friday. I thought we took a lot of good pitches to hit and got behind in some counts, and, the strikeouts are going to happen, but you want to do it with a good approach.
What do you think about Jackson this weekend? What's his outlook?
He's looking better. He's actually joined us in practice a couple times this week, or I guess 1 time this week. He'll be with us today as well, and looking better, looking promising that he'll at least get probably some action this weekend. What role that is, I think, still remains to be seen, but I think he'll probably be a lot more available this weekend than he was last weekend.
Does his absence kind of underscore his importance to the team just in terms of infield depth and what he brings offensively too?
Yeah, you don't want to put too much on one guy's plate when it comes to that, but he's kind of the spark plug, whether he's hitting leadoff or not. I mean, he's a very good defender in the middle infield, and so he brings a lot to the table, but there's other guys that need to step up, and when guys get hurt, I mean, that's part of the game.
Where does Torkelson maybe rank among guys you've had to face in the college game?
Around where one of Tracy Smith's guys did for Indiana a few years ago, Kyle Schwarber. I still think Schwarber is probably the best college hitter I've seen. Torkelson's, I mean, he's pretty amazing too. I mean, you can't make mistakes to that guy, or he's going to make you pay.
I'm going to ask you about, I guess, Tanner Lubeck too, taking the job with Houston.
Yep.
I guess, first of all, what has he meant to this program, and then what are you guys going to do with that vacant position?
Yeah, so Tanner, I mean, he's meant a ton. I mean, I recruited Tanner, out of junior college, and had a chance to coach him for a couple of years, and he's brought a lot to the table just in terms of kind of getting me reacclimated when I got here, and being part of the program, and He's done a lot for us. I'm excited for him, for his opportunity. I know it's something that he's wanted to do, is be on the field, and I think professional baseball is the route he wanted to go. So I think he's right up in his sweet spot right now, being able to do that. So and in the interim, at least, Evan Hellman has moved into his spot. He has been an intern for us this year, and he's taken over a lot of his responsibilities.